Hello, young man. I'm here today to talk to you about something that I believe can be a major obstacle in our lives. Something that can hold us back from achieving our full potential. As someone who has dedicated their life to fighting crime and protecting the innocent, I know firsthand the dangers of striving for perfection. The pressure to be flawless, to never make a mistake, can be overwhelming. But I've learned that it's precisely this mindset that can lead to anxiety, to burnout, and to a lack of progress. Perfectionism can be a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it can drive us to work harder, to push ourselves to be better, to strive for excellence. But on the other hand, it can also lead to an unhealthy obsession with mistakes, with failure, and with the fear of not being good enough. I've seen it happen to many people, including myself. The fear of making a mistake can be so crippling that it prevents us from taking risks, from trying new things, and from growing. But I want you to know that there is a way out. I've been there, and I've come out the other side. I've learned that it's okay to make mistakes, that it's okay to not be perfect. In fact, it's more than okay. It's necessary. Mistakes are an essential part of the learning process, and without them, we would never grow. We would never improve. Think about it. Every great achievement, every great success was built on the back of mistakes, of failures, of setbacks. So, how do we overcome this pernicious perfectionism? How do we learn to accept our mistakes, to learn from them, and to move on? For me, it started with self-awareness. I had to recognize when I was being too hard on myself, when I was setting unrealistic expectations. I had to learn to be kinder to myself, to be more compassionate. I had to remind myself that I'm human, that I'm not perfect, and that it's okay to make mistakes. Another important step was to focus on the process, rather than the outcome. Instead of fixating on the end result, I started to focus on the steps I needed to take to get there. I broke down my goals into smaller, manageable tasks, and I concentrated on making progress rather than achieving perfection. This helped me to stay present, to stay focused, and to enjoy the journey, rather than just the destination. I also learned to practice mindfulness, to be present in the moment, to let go of worries about the past or the future. I started to meditate, to practice yoga, and to engage in other activities that helped me to calm my mind and to focus on the present. This helped me to reduce my stress levels, to increase my self-awareness, and to develop a greater sense of self-acceptance. But perhaps the most important thing I learned was the value of self-compassion. I had to learn to be kind to myself, to treat myself with the same kindness and understanding that I would offer to a friend. I had to remind myself that I'm doing the best I can, that I'm making progress, and that I'm worthy of love and respect, regardless of my mistakes. This was a difficult lesson to learn, but it's one that has made all the difference. So I want to leave you with a challenge today. I want to challenge you to let go of your need for perfection. I want to challenge you to be kinder to yourself, to be more compassionate, and to focus on the process rather than the outcome. I want to challenge you to make mistakes, to learn from them, and to move on. Remember, it's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to be human. In fact, it's more than okay. It's necessary, because when we're willing to take risks, to make mistakes, and to learn from them, that's when we start to grow, that's when we start to improve, and that's when we start to achieve our full potential. So, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to take risks. And don't be afraid to be yourself, imperfections and all. Because when you do, you'll find that you're capable of more than you ever thought possible. You'll find that you're stronger, more resilient, and more confident. And you'll find that you're able to achieve great things, not despite your mistakes, but because of them. So, go out there and make some mistakes. Go out there and take some risks. And go out there and be yourself, without apology, without excuse, and without fear. And if you feel this talk helpful, don't forget like and subscribe. And if you want to be a more grateful person, you can donate on the Patreon account. Link on description. See you soon, friend.